Hi, my name is Scott from Marvin Scott Company. I just wanted to go over what's happening right now in the world precious metal financial markets. Things like recessions, pandemics, move these markets around. Metals like gold, silver can be a safe haven for when the dollar, the yen, things like that fluctuate. And right behind me, you can see those daily markets from gold, reaching new daily highs recently. Today at 1751.65, silver at 1608, platinum at 788, and palladium at 2285. You may have heard about palladium in the news recently. People taking out catalytic converters and all that fun stuff. Metals are high, so unfortunately you are seeing some of those things. But you don't realize what might be in your jewelry box, what you're not using. There's a lot of different things that we kind of go over. And we do refine precious metals on a regular basis. And when I say refine, we take things like unused gold and we will melt it, refine it into something that a bank can use. Turn that ring into something that can be 1751 an ounce. And just want to tell you a little bit more about that and give you an idea on how you find out what the value of your gold is. So for instance, what is an ounce? An ounce in here in America is 28 grams. Financial markets for precious metals are a little different. It's based on the troy ounce. And in the troy ounce, there's 31.1 grams to an ounce. Just to give you an idea, we take 1751 and we're going to divide that by 31.1, and that will give us a gram price. So today's pure gold gram price would be $56.32. And there's a lot of different things that go into that. As you can see, it might change while we're here, it may not. What makes the value of your gold? So obviously we have the spot price, which is based on today's financial markets. Most gold jewelry, almost all of it, is not pure gold. So for instance, to give you an idea, 18 karat, also known as 750, is 75% gold. 14 karat, sometimes known as 585, is 58.5% gold. 10 karat, sometimes known as 417, is 41.7% gold. So we literally take those numbers. So we take that 56.32 per gram price, and we will multiply that by 0.585. So 14 karat, for instance, is going to end up at $32.95 per gram. Now that is the worth of the gold at today's gold financial market. Now that is not a scrap gold purchase price. When you see spot prices at 1751, you see silver at $16. That is for standardized monies. So for instance, we have a silver dollar here. It's standardized. There is no standard to this GS initial ring here. So what makes gold valuable is that standard, so that it can be traded on free markets. For instance, it's kind of hard to find a buyer for a GS ring if they don't know what it weighs, if they don't know what carat it is. It's not easy. So essentially, that just gets melted down, turned into a coin, and sold to bankers, and which will then go to investors, things of that nature. As currencies tend to destabilize, they tend to move into gold because it is a safe haven. So if you have a country where their value is going down, you might find the government selling their currency to purchase gold, because that gold is going to hold its value more than a currency that is not widely used. From there, we're going to go over some of these metals, how we calculate those prices, and scales. You could even use a kitchen scale, for instance, to give yourself an idea of what you have there. And obviously, you have to look to see what you have in terms of 18, 14, 10, because there's drastic price differences. So for instance, 10 karat gold is $23.87 per gram, and you have 18 karat is $42.24 per gram. So not quite twice the price, but close. So for instance, whether this is 10, 14, or 18 here, we're gonna see drastically different prices. We're going to get an idea on how we actually get the gold value, and possibly you might be able to get an idea of the value of the pieces you have at home already. So we have these pieces here at 15.5 grams. And I don't know if you remember earlier, we went over those gold prices. So for instance, at 15.5 grams, we can take the price of 14 karat and we just multiply it. So we have 15.5 times 32.95. So we have $510.73 if this is all 14 karat. Now, one thing that we do have to mention, which we did not figure into this calculation, which you're also not going to be able to do at home, is the stones. There's stones in there. Stones do have weight. We have gold carats with a K. We have gemstone carats with a C. C-A-R-A-T, and that is 1/5 of a gram. So we're going to approximate these stones to be about a carat total weight. So we're going to take off 0.2 grams off of the weight for that. So that will go from 510.73. So we have 15.5, which is the original weight, and we're going to subtract 0.2. For these stones, so we're left with 15.3, and again we're going to multiply that by 32.95. So that 510 turns into 504.14. Just to give you an idea, large stones obviously are going to have more weight. We're going to have to deduct more. Large diamonds, guess what? No deduction. We do purchase diamonds, sapphires, rubies, emeralds, semi-precious stones. Don't have a ton of use for right this second, just with the market. But the sapphires, emeralds, rubies, and diamonds we will have a look at and possibly purchase from you. Department stores, things like that, have a lot of promotional material going around, which means that sapphires, emeralds, rubies, diamonds may not have a lot of value if they're purchased from, say, Macy's or Boscov's. Not all the time. But a lot of times they have very inexpensive, poorly created gemstones. From here, just to give you another idea, we're going to take it to another carat. So we're going to take that 14 karat to 18 karat. So we're going to have that price that we did change. So we have 15.3, not the 15.5 grams, and we're going to multiply that by 42.24. So $646.27. That is a big difference from that 504 we were just talking about. So going from 14 karat to 18 karat, just these few pieces here bring an additional $142. And you're gonna see pretty much the opposite of that with 10 karat. Could be another over $100 less. Here we have Jeffrey. He likes to melt things, so he's gonna get started pretty shortly.
So as you can see, we took out the stones for the few pieces here. And we're going to add everything here in what's called the crucible and start to melt it.
As you can see, it kind of gets red hot. Heavier pieces take a little longer than others. And eventually we're going to start to see that melt into a ball. Okay. All right, so after we have our gold piece, we're going to drill into it and get a little sample. We're still not able to just sell this to a bank. This is going to have to get further refined with more gold, take it down to pure gold. But based on this, we have here 15.3 grams, and what I just told you, you would end up with $378 for what you have in your drawer there. Could be something that means a lot to you, the $378, or maybe you'll wait for gold to go a little higher. But right now, gold's the highest it's been in quite a long time, and we don't want you to miss out on any opportunities.